Japan, a Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, Animal Protection, and Generosity laureate, supports water supply renovation project in Jordan. As part of a larger water improvement project financed with $21.6 million from Japan in collaboration with the United Nations Office for Project Services, or UNOPS, an approximately 73-kilometer-long water distribution pipeline network has been completed in Idlib, Jordan. This will increase quality and access to water in communities hosting Syrian refugees, benefiting approximately 70,000 people by rehabilitating water networks established in the 1970s. The entire project is scheduled to be completed by the end of 2022. The initiative arrives at a crucial time as water demands are increasing amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Our appreciation, Japan and United Nations Office for Project Services, for your valuable support. Grateful salute, Jordan, for welcoming and hosting refugees. May heaven's grace be with the cherished Jordanian and Syrian people.
Mobile apps harness community awareness to cool down the planet. The Climate app, created by Samuel Naef, a research scholar at the United States National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA, helps users to calculate the baseline carbon footprint. The free software then suggests simple actions to reduce the original figure. Recently, a crowdfunding campaign for the project received significant support, with British Olympic swimmer Max Litchfield becoming the app's ambassador. Another free carbon footprint tracker app available is called Capture, which determines the user's emissions and sets a goal of 7.6% monthly reductions. This is a research-based goal set to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius by 2030. Kudos and thank you, Samuel Naef, and those involved in making the Climate and Capture apps that encourage people to go green in their lifestyles. May we succeed for the planet's sake and especially our own, in the mercy of the Providence.
New Zealand, a Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion and Peace recipient, and a Shining World Leadership Awards for Earth Conservation, Earth Protection, Earth Guardian, Climate Change Mitigation, and Earth Restoration laureate, puts solar paint on the horizon. Dr. Nathaniel Davis and team from Victoria University in the New Zealand capital of Wellington have been developing a photovoltaic paint that absorbs photons from the sun and directs them into solar panels. It is then converted into consumable electricity for homes. Because light absorption occurs in the paint, only a finger width of solar panel material is required around the edges of the paint. Under a $1.3 million government grant, Dr. Davis and his team are currently working to control the paint's light-absorbing properties. When this issue is resolved, the researchers envision the paint being used on many rooftops within a couple of years at 160 times less cost than solar panels and lasting for decades. Such a brilliant innovation, Dr. Nathaniel Davis and co-researchers. Thank you for thinking outside the box. May we discover more ways to utilize the free and abundant energy around us and celestial inspiration.
Scientists invent artificial polyps to clean up the ocean. Inspired by coral polyps in nature, scientists from the Eindhoven University of Technology in the Netherlands and the University of Warwick in the United Kingdom designed 1 square centimeter artificial polyps which can pick up pollutants in the aquatic environment. The soft robot's movement can be wirelessly manipulated through a magnetic field, which drives a rotating motion of the polyp's stem to withdraw targeted substances. Once in reach, the polyp's tentacles are activated to grasp and then unleash the objects under the radiance of UV and blue lights. Additionally, the soft robot could also collect and convey cells if the technology is applied in the medical field. We are amazed and thankful, University of Warwick and Eindhoven University of Technology scientists. May more eco-preserving inventions be manifested and used in the caring wisdom of the divine.
Taco Bell employees work together to save a man's life. When Sonia Nixon Frazier, a Taco Bell employee, and her colleagues from Clarksville, Tennessee, United States, noticed that a car was blocking the drive-thru line, they ran and pulled the unconscious driver out of the vehicle. One of the coworkers called an ambulance, while Ms. Frazier, who was trained in CPR, applied mouth-to-mouth resuscitation and compressions. She continued until paramedics arrived and took over treating the man, who revived. Though Ms. Fraser, a mother of two, suffers from a lung condition that makes her more vulnerable to COVID-19, she did not hesitate to jump in explaining, "We are all human and we all have to love each other and help." Wishing the recovered gentleman many more healthy years, we send a respectful salute to Sonia Nixon Fraser and all involved for your life-saving response. Heaven surely knows your noble action, which also reminds us to be selfless towards strangers.
Research shows a high polyphenol diet is beneficial for good mental health. The polyphenol intervention trial, led by researchers from Queen's University Belfast, Northern Ireland, in the United Kingdom, found that a diet rich in polyphenols, which are micronutrients found in certain plant-based foods, such as dark chocolate, fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, can improve psychological well-being. 99 participants aged 40 to 65 years who were mildly hypertensive were involved in the study. They were randomly put on either a low or a high polyphenol diet, or HPD, and their psychological well-being was assessed at the end of the trial. Results showed that individuals in the HPD group had improved mental and physical health and had a reduction of depressive symptoms. Many thanks, Queen's University Belfast researchers, for your informative study. Especially in these uncertain times, may all people join the global transition to the mood-boosting, planet-saving, plant-based diet in God's loving bliss.
Protected oriental white storks take up residence on Chinese plain. Over 1,000 protected oriental white storks have started to reside in the Naolihe Nature Reserve in Heilongjiang Province, China. The arrival of the discerning birds to the wetland indicates the increasing size and ecological quality of the region, which the nation has been working to restore. 1,000 artificial nests have also been installed in various areas to attract the gracious birds. Currently, only 4,000 of them exist worldwide, and they are given first-class state protection in China. The Chinese government is a Shining World Leadership Award for Wise Governance recipient and a Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, Wildlife Protection, and Compassionate Protection laureate. Our joy-filled appreciation, China, for helping to ensure that the beautiful oriental white storks have a clean haven to call home. We pray their population increases in heaven's auspices as you provide ever more safe habitats for the irreplaceable animals in your great nation.